there any way back to Marcus Rashford? He's obviously got a proven record. He's not been in your team for I think 11 games now.
It's the same. It's the same. It's always the same reason. So.
But what is that reason?
The reason is the training, the way I see what a footballer should do in training, in life, and is every day. So if things don't change, I will not change.
So if he's still here after the window closes, the same situation?
It's the same situation for every player. If you do the maximum, if you do the right things, we can use every player. And you can see it today on the bench. We miss a little bit like pace to go, to change the game, to move some pieces, but I prefer like that. I will put Vital before I put a player that don't give the maximum every day. So I will not change in that department.
We just played those comments and they were pretty damning, weren't they, of Marcus Rashford. Is there any way back for him now, do you think?
Yeah, Ruben Amorim loves a zinger line, and he's delivered again there by saying he'd rather play his 63-year-old goalkeeping coach than a player who doesn't give their maximum. And while that was quite strong from Manchester United's head coach, it's actually not a surprise to me, because when you're in and around the club, you know the reality of Rashford's application versus all the PR spin that's put out that he's desperate to give his all for the club, he's doing extra sessions, he's not driving this move away, he wants to stay and fight for his place. Actions speak louder than words, and the fact that he's not played for 11 games since being dropped for the Manchester derby just tells you that Amorim is not convinced over his behavior and his professionalism. And so if Rashford has to stay at the close of this window, which is a very big possibility because Barcelona, the option he wants and pretty much the only one left, they've actually not engaged United formally about taking Rashford on loan. They're struggling to offload players and create any kind of salary space. Their wage bill is increasing with contract renewals. And Hansi Flick seems to be very happy with the options he has. He's not putting any pressure for new signings. He has been quite open in stating his commitment is to those who he already has. He wants to make sure that he gets the players signed on, that everybody's happy that's there. So if Rashford stays, the onus is really on him to change his behavior, to change his habits. And rather than the PR coming out about how much he loves the club, I think Amorim, the fans and everyone at United would actually like to see it in action. They'd like to see him giving his all.